Hello family and friends. Hello everybody. I'm going to make this video public, so the first thing I would like to do is introduce myself. My name is Matthew Epley. I am an English teacher from around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the United States. For the past 4 months, I have been teaching English here in Myeongchang, South Korea. Very happily so. I have been wanting to launch a video newsletter for the past 4 months, and one thing complicated another, and I just didn't find the time to do so. Since Wednesday, since the 14th of February, I've been on Lunar New Year vacation. I've got 4 days of vacation right now. Our semester just ended, and the beautiful weather today, along with all of this extra free time that I have, has inspired me to relaunch my YouTube channel. I've really wanted to do this for a while, and I'm excited to announce that I have two kinds of video projects that I would like to be publishing in the future on a fairly regular basis, to be determined. And the first kind of video is going to be a news video with my personal news, with my opinions and experiences and more in my feelings. And the second kind of video is going to be a topic video. The working title is called Life in Korea Topics. That's what this video is right now. This is not a news video. This is a topic, and today's topic is the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. In this video expose, I would like to answer two questions. The first one is, what is it like to be in Korea right now as the Olympics are happening around me? And the second question is, would it be possible for me to actually go and attend the Olympics myself? So I have an outline here. I'm going to try to continue to look at the web camera and not at my outline. I'll do my best here. So the first question, what does it feel like to be in a country where the Olympics are happening? In a word, exciting! It's really exciting to be here. I'm really happy to be here. You can really feel that the Olympics are happening in this country, even though I am unfortunately very far away from them. There are TV commercials for the Olympics, posters and banners around town. You can buy all kinds of new Olympic souvenirs and products. It's really exciting. Just to give two quick examples, I just went down to the little corner store to buy bananas and eggs, and the store clerk was listening to the Olympics on the radio. It was very exciting, and we talked about, who just won the gold medal. And a few days ago, I was at a 돼지국밥 restaurant, a pork rice soup restaurant, and they were watching Olympics on the big television screen in the restaurant. So many Koreans are watching the Olympics, following them. They're interested, and so it's what you would expect. The Koreans, I think, are being excellent hosts, and the Korean people are really supporting their athletes. The opening ceremony was, of course, the beginning of the Olympics, which was on Friday, February 9th. I watched the opening ceremony. It was really exciting. I thought it was well done, a good touch of modernity and a good touch of traditionalism too. You could see modern and traditional Korean culture. When the March of the Nations came out, I loved seeing the flags. I loved seeing the athletes. I felt something special when I saw the flags go by of those countries where I've studied or worked, such as France, Argentina, Ukraine, Slovakia. And of course, I was really happy to see Team USA and Team Korea. Speaking of Team Korea, I have a big sub-point here. Something very special happened this year at the Olympics, and it is that North Korea and South Korea are competing together. I'm going to try to summarize this as quickly as I can, but basically, since South Korea is hosting the Olympics and we're here on the Korean Peninsula, logistically it was very easy and diplomatically beneficial to extend an olive branch to the north to invite North Korean athletes to come. And so it was decided that North Korea and South Korea will have a unified Korean Olympic team. This is the first time they've had such a unified Olympic team. In 1988, when the Olympics were in Seoul, North Korea boycotted the Olympics. They are marching under a unified Korean flag, which I will show in an image here. The unified Korean flag is a map of the Korean peninsula in blue with a white background. This flag has been used 6 times since 1990 when it was created, mostly at regional sporting events like the Asian Games or different sports championships. Now, there is some controversy here about the North Koreans and the South Koreans competing together on a unified team. There are advantages and disadvantages to this. Some people support the decision, some people oppose the decision. Basically, the advantage of having a unified team is it promotes peace and harmony on the Korean peninsula. Hopefully, it will open some doors for more peaceful dialogue in the future. Hopefully, it will lead to de-escalation. So I see it as a very positive thing. Of course, there are some disadvantages, such as some South Koreans had to give up their seats on the hockey team, for example, to make room for North Korean athletes. And of course, maybe the biggest disadvantage is North Korea is using these Olympics as propaganda to try to put a more human face on their regime, to make their regime look more legitimate and less evil than it actually is. 2 examples are North Korea sent one of their pop groups to perform, and Kim Jong-un sent his young and attractive sister to put a more modern face on the North Korean regime. So we mustn't forget that North Korea is a brutal dictatorship that suppresses human rights, but dialogue is a really good place to start. So I'm glad that seeds have been planted. So, I wanted to talk about a less serious topic now, some of the events that I've been watching. Since I'm on vacation now, I've been trying to watch about 1 event a day. If you look behind me, I'm actually watching... Oh, now they're showing some scenes from the speed skating. It's a commercial right now, but right now the South Korean men are competing against the men from Great Britain. So it's Team UK versus Team Korea. It's curling right now. And so I've been watching. I've watched 3 events that I really enjoyed. It was the men's snowboarding, the figure skating, the men's figure skating singles, and curling. That might be a surprising answer because growing up in the United States, my friends and I kind of chuckled about curling. We didn't understand the rules. We never knew any real people who participated in curling, and I think it's one of those misunderstood events. But when I watched Team Korea compete against Team Switzerland yesterday, I was enthralled by the curling. I absolutely loved it. The Korean women competed very well and they beat Switzerland. It was so exciting. I even found myself really getting into it. And watching the Olympics has been a great way to practice my Korean. So I have really enjoyed those 3 events. I'm looking forward to the couples figure skating and to more of the skiing events. I love the snow events. So I'm coming up on 10 minutes. I want to address that big question. A lot of my friends and family sent me messages asking me if I could go and attend the Olympics, especially my Aunt Barb and my cousin John. So I wanted to give you guys more of a detailed answer, and the answer is complicated. If I absolutely wanted to attend the Olympics, yes, I could. But the realistic answer is not really. The reason is, there are actually several reasons why it would be difficult for me to attend the Olympics. And the first reason is, my contract only allows me to take vacation days in January and August. I have a very strict contract, a fair but strict contract from the Provincial Office of Education. I am a guest English teacher. I am employed by this province's Office of Education here in Gyeongsang-namdo. So that having been said, really, if I wanted to go to the Olympics, I would have had to go these 4 days. Thursday, Friday, today, and tomorrow. Logistically, it would be difficult for me to go to the Olympics because even though it takes less than 3 hours to go from Seoul to Busan on a high-speed train, Pyeongchang is out of the way. So I'm here in Miryang in the south, and I'm going to show a map. To get to the Olympics, I would have to go northwest to Seoul and then east to Pyeongchang. And Naver Maps said it would take between 7 and 8 hours to get there, even on high-speed trains, because you have to change trains, you have to transfer. It's not an easy route, and so that would take half of a day just to travel. And the train tickets for those trains are very expensive, and a lot of them are sold out. A lot of the train tickets to get to the Olympics and a lot of the hotels have been sold out for weeks. So if I had planned very well, I probably could have gone to the Olympics, but it would have been long and expensive, and I would have had to leave Wednesday night or Thursday morning to get there. So unfortunately, I am not going to be attending, but I have American friends and British friends and Korean friends who have attended the Olympics. I'm going to ask their permission just to show a picture or two of their personal pictures at the Olympics. And so, do I regret my decision? I don't regret it. I support the Olympics. I like the Olympics a lot. But it's more comfortable to watch them on TV. On TV, I can see these amazing close-up shots that I can't see if I'm in the top row of a stadium somewhere. Here, I can practice my Korean by listening to the Korean commentary. You know, my bathroom's right there. My new tea kettle's right there. I can get some tea. So I think it's more comfortable to watch from home, although, of course, I'm not experiencing that amazing experience. In the future, if I'm ever in a country where the Olympics are happening, I would like to make the effort to go. But this time, in January, I traveled to Taiwan. That was a big trip, and so I'm still sort of laying low and trying to save up money again and just, relaxing these 4 days. Thursday and Friday I slept in literally for the first time in 1 year because I can't sleep in on the weekends. So I'm going to conclude this video expose right now. If any of you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for your time and your attention. Once again, this has been a video expose on life in Korea. The topic has been the Olympics. Hopefully I have been able to answer the question what it's like to be in a country where the Olympics are taking place, and would it actually be feasible for me to go. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to see you guys next time. 다음에 보자.